What's up, guys? It's Techno Viking 23 coming to you today with some more Raid Shadow Legends, and we are gonna jump right back into the Doom Tower. We're gonna attempt to do floors 41 to 50 tonight on the normal difficulty Doom Tower and see if we can continue to progress here. Would have gotten into this a little bit earlier, but there has been some crazy stuff today. BioWare just dropped this new Mass Effect trailer, and that kind of had me in a different mood, so I had to kind of watch through that, and actually made a video about it, reacting to it, which you'll probably see later on the channel. But thought we would get back into the Doom Tower and see what we have in store tonight. We're just going to try to cut through these waves pretty quickly and see which boss we're going to fight, because we've been through the first 4 bosses, so this boss tonight should be, I'm guessing, one of those 4 again, and I'm not sure how they're going to do that mechanically, if it's going to be something where it's just one of those other bosses with better statistics, or who knows. We're going to find out hopefully here pretty soon, as we get through these floors. This looks like a fairly difficult one here with these dwarves. It looks like a lot of them have the counterattack, and we're taking a little bit of time here. We're not blowing through this like we were earlier, so as I expected, at some point it's got to start getting a little bit more difficult than it has been. It looks like War Maiden is taking a beating here, so hopefully Raglan can pop her a heal. But let's see what this final round looks like. We got the fake Draco, and let's see what we can do here. Decreased turn meter is always excellent. We got counterattack on this one guy over here, though. Should be able to take these guys down here. Shouldn't be too much of a problem. And there we go. Alright, moving on. Let's go to the next floor. And looks like Shamrock. Interesting. Shamrock, a Turvold, and a bunch of Hordens. Very interesting. We're just going to keep going with the team we've been using until it becomes an issue. That is kind of the plan right now, is to just keep going as far as we can until we have to start making some roster changes. Now, I did do a little re-gearing today on the account. We are getting ready for I guess we're going to have a 10x weekend with some Doom Tower champions, but I was actually farming some speed gear on Nightmare today, trying to get some speed boots for some of my characters. So I think Haikatoon's gear was a little different now, so she may not be as strong as she was, because I haven't gotten it all the way up to 16 as I would like it, but we're really just relying on her to boost our speed here, so kind of what we're going for. Alright. And once again, Elgato carrying us against these duplicate champions. So glad that we got that fragment done and built her up. Still kind of deciding how I'm gonna go with her on her build. There's still some different gear I could give her, and just wondering if I want to rebuild her at some point. But right now, I'm just kind of leaving her as is until we until we start getting into some tougher stuff here. Looks like we have dwarves and still at level 160, so we're gonna keep on going. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do with Raglan too, because I have her in lifesteal gear right now, but I can definitely put her in some better gear. I just kind of thinking about throwing her in my clan boss team, but kind of have to decide what I'm gonna do on that front. At some point, I'd like to put her in some better gear and work on some of her statistics, like speed. Most of my characters' problem is speed. I don't have enough good speed gear at this point in my account, and I'm just now starting to kind of focus and get to the point where I can get 6-star drops from Dragon, so we kind of have to go in there and farm quite a bit. It's just tough with time management, time management, trying to figure out, when you're going to have time to do all this. So we got some Provoke we're dealing. We got 2 Skull Crushers. They're going to have that unkillable up. I'm going to have to stick, I keep saying it, I'm going to have to stick Rosin Scarhide back in here at some point so he can remove those buffs. Guess I'd put him in for a lane maybe, but I don't want to lose all that damage, but who knows. it'll definitely make things easier if we have the buff removal. But yeah, these waves are definitely a lot more difficult now than they have been. But like I said, we got Raglan. Raglan is a carry. Raglan and Elgato are going to carry us between the duplicate champion abilities and having that resurrection. It's going to be so huge. These guys keep provoke. Yeah, provoke seems to be a big mechanic in the Doom Tower so far. Provoke, freeze. We had the Ice Spider boss last night with all the freeze debuffs and brought Dark Elaine in to do some work there. But not too bad. Alright, so let's move on. Okay, you know what? I'm actually... let's see, what do I want to change things up here a little bit? Where is our big boy at? Let's... Okay, that's an arena battle. This is Aura, so we'll put Raglan in the lead, and we will try this team out and see how this goes. Not going to be as fast, but we're going to have a little bit more firepower now, because I don't have Haikatoon geared at all to attack, but Rosin is built to do some damage, so hopefully he'll be able to throw something out here. I apologize, guys. My sinuses are going crazy because, once again, Georgia cannot decide what season it wants to be. It's like 2 weeks before Christmas, and the last 3 days it was like a high of 45 and lows at night in the 20s, and excuse me, and then today it's back up in the 70s. So you can't really get used to the seasons here. It's crazy. Be like 40 degrees one day, it might snow, and then it'll be back sunny and 70 the next, even in December. It's pretty nuts. I don't know. I just would like it to be a little bit more consistent. I definitely had a lot better time with sinuses and allergies when I lived up in Pennsylvania, where you kind of get used to the seasons. Here, it's just you never know what you're going to have. Revive on death. That's no fun. Rosin, I'm going to need you to remove that if you can. Yep, there we go. See, that's why Rosin. He's also very good in this tower. Madame Ceres, excellent character in this tower. Might bring her in for a little bit too, but I don't know. I guess I would put her in for War Maiden. But War Maiden does a pretty good bit of damage. That's kind of why we have her in here as well, for the decreased defense. Okay, 25 gems. Okay. Alright, let's go to the next. And actually, let's go ahead and put the Wicked Witch in and let her have a little fun here. I recently re-geared her. I actually have her from the fighting the crab boss the other night. She's still in the Destroy set, so we're going to see how that works. You'll see that decreased max HP pop up there. Oh, they have dual Madame Ceres. Cool. There are 3 of them, actually, but it's not going to help them too much here, because we're going to be able to block a lot of their stuff with Elgato. What champion that is. He looks pretty cool. I'm not sure. We're not doing too much damage to them either. Decrease that max HP. That's such an interesting mechanic too, that they're kind of having you go all in on the Doom Tower now. Got some more Madame Ceres here. Lane with the big nukes. I need to work on her too. I mean, I just have so much to work on this account. Like, just getting so many of these characters up to sort of a mid-game level. It's interesting going through playing my free-to-play account now. Like, you just learn so much from having played a prior account. So I kind of know what mistakes not to make. So my free-to-play account just hit 90 days. I actually did a video on that where we got Dark Ethel and kind of took a look at the overall account, and I'm doing a lot better on that account 3 months in than I did on this account at 3 months in. Like, going back now, I'm almost 7 months into the game on this account, and it's like, man, I wish I had known all that stuff back then, because there's a lot of stuff I would not have done. or done a little bit differently, but that's kind of the cool thing about this game. You kind of learn as you go along, and you just get better, and then you make some progression. That's kind of just what you have to do. Sometimes the progression doesn't come that quickly, but you just have to stick with it. Yeah, it's taking a lot longer. We're already at 10 minutes through the first. I think that's the first 5. All right, let me go back to the map here because I want to see. I think we've got the secret room open. Now, I know everybody's been saying, "Oh, hold these to the very end," and I'm just like, "Nah, we're playing through the content right now. I want to enjoy the game and play the game." Okay, Epic Champions only. Well, that's kind of fun. We've got a good selection here. And, you know, it's all going to come down to who I have geared and who's got a decent aura. I'm not really sure here. What is... Okay, she's only faction crypts. Looks like they've got mostly magic champions, so we want to go force. So let's put Yaga in. He'll give us that accuracy. We can put Madame Saracen because she's void. I don't know if I actually have Skullcrown geared up. I need to gear her. She is an awesome champion, but it looks like we've got some gear on her, but not a lot. She's definitely somebody I need to work on. And she's only level 50, so let's go ahead and put Skull Crusher in. Wish we had Cardinal built. We do have Maneater built up. We could put him in there. Vrask. Vrask is always... He's weak against magic, so that wouldn't be a great selection there. Let's put Borgoth in, see what he can do. And then I guess we'll throw a Maneater in just for fun. And see how this team does. It's interesting mechanics in these secret rooms. I heard the other one, I guess on the hard tower, was Epic Lizardmen only, which just seems crazy. Because there are not a ton of epics in the Lizardmen faction. And, you know, Jareg is okay. I'm trying to remember the guy you get. Broadma, I think it is, you get from the fusion. He's not bad. Jizo is pretty good. But I can't think of... I know the other two, but... I don't think... That would be a tough one. It's kind of fun now we have Unkillable because of Maneater, so it's kind of nice. I have not actually built Maneater much up yet. I just got him recently, and I have some of the characters to start working on the Unkillable clan boss team, but it just requires so much like work and so many resources and speed tuning, and I just haven't gotten around to even start to think about that yet. But at some point, I'm probably going to try. It's like everything else, you know, I said I just don't have the speed gear, so... This is going to be interesting. This is the first time we've not been able to use Elgato in one of these maps here, so we got a bunch of poison debuffs on us, but let's see if we should be able to survive this, hopefully. Probably think it's weird to see Yaga the Insatiable being used in any kind of difficult content, but my Yaga is built pretty well because I've told this before on a video. He was the only poisoner I had on this account for like the first 6 months of the game. I can't remember when Fane came out, but when Fane was released with Vergum, that was the first time I had another poisoner on my account. But up until that point, it was pretty much Yaga by himself, so I kind of had to build him out of necessity, and I know a lot of people don't like him and don't think he's very good, but I definitely get a lot of use out of him. Boy, we are getting beat up pretty good here. Let's see. Oh, we lost our Madame Saracen, that's not good. We got counterattack now with Skull Crusher. Borgoth to do some work here. I really have not used him very much. I've built him up a little bit, but really have not used him a whole lot. Let's go after this Jotun here and should be able to get him out of the picture. I think we'll be able to get this done here. Most of because Yaga and Skull Crusher are both built for my clan boss team, so they're both pretty tough. I think Skull Crusher is right at 5,000 defense. Yaga's right around 2,500. I need to get his defense up a little bit for a clan boss, but all these guys, these three guys in front are pretty tough. So they should be able to get us through this here pretty easily. Alright, cool. So we got the chest and we got 3 more shards of Archmage. Very cool. Alright, and we're going to make our way 5 more floors. Keep on moving. Let's see what we can do here. Let's see, we probably ought to go for that cardinal. Or both, because 2 cardinals, so they got a bunch of the revived champions here. But we got a lot of decreased turn meters, so hopefully that keeps them from resurrecting anyone. Norag is another champion that's been pretty good for me in this so far too. He's got the block buffs on his 1 attack, so he can kind of keep people from doing anything. At some point, I may bring him in. I don't want to run like a full team full of legendaries. I just kind of want to see how far I can get using some general characters, but at some point you got to start using the best stuff you've got. You know, Madame Sarah, she might as well be a legendary. She's such a good character. She's like one of the few characters I actually pulled on a 10x event that was really good. But you know, this weekend is kind of good. Weekends are always exciting on Raid because you get so many tournaments and so many events and things going on, and it's a good chance to farm. So this weekend we'll probably work on our gear a little bit. We'll see what else the Doom Tower has to bring, because we're about halfway through the first tower here on normal. If we can get to 50 tonight and then do up to 60 tomorrow. I think tomorrow it's probably going to start, you know, being halfway through is probably going to start to get a little bit more difficult. You know, we were flying through these waves in under a minute before. Now it's like minute 30, 2 minutes, 3 minutes. So we're definitely at a point where it's starting to get a little bit harder. And that's why we just have to keep improving our champions that we have. Gotta get this cardinal out of here. Okay, cool. It's good. And like I said, I'm interested to see who the boss is tonight. I think we should be able to get to the boss. Doesn't look like we're gonna have too much trouble. And we kind of know how to fight the bosses now. You know, we've had that experience going through, so it may just be a little bit tougher and take a little bit more time. And I gotta remember to quit doing that. Somebody pointed out in a video today, and it was a good tip, that you don't have to go back to the bottom of the map. You just hit next on the bottom right. And I was like, oh yeah, I probably should have seen that. But if you just click that next button, it kind of takes you right to the next match instead of taking you all the way to the bottom of the screen. So I did not know that, so it's kind of nice that they pointed that out for me. What are these guys up to? Level 180 almost. There's a War Mother. This is getting a little tough here. Okay, so this is the guy I was talking about last night. I think this is him, Runic Order, where he just like, he takes so long to attack. It's kind of hilarious. See, he just like, he takes forever. Yeah, we're starting to get to the point where it looks like damage is becoming a little bit of an issue. So we have to work on some gear on our champs this weekend. You know, I'm at the point where I watch all of the YouTube stuff, and it's like I see people doing all this damage on their Cold Hearts and all these other characters, and I'm like, God, how come mine are not doing the same thing? And then it's like, you look at your stats compared to like the gear they have, and it's like, man, how do I get 200% crit damage? So it's just a matter of farming. You got to get the gear. Not quite at that point yet. Alright, let's get through this last War Mother and move on to the next map. So yeah, like right here, just click this next arrow and ooh, we're getting a little tough here. Some legendaries. I think we'll stick with this team and see how it goes. Not familiar with a lot of these characters, but Doom Tower is kind of exposing us all to new champions and showing off that new champions are very capable. It's interesting. You're seeing a lot of uncommon champions being used in this mode, which is really neat. I love that. I actually had started to work on a whole bunch of uncommons because I thought they said there was going to be an all uncommon secret room, and that kind of never materialized. So that's kind of a neat attack. They've got a shield. I don't know who put that out there. I think it's just going to become an issue where these waves are going to start to take a long time because you're going to start dealing with shields and all kinds of buffs coming in from the other team. Oh, we lost a lane, but that's okay. We have revive. We should be okay here. There we go. Yeah, Lane is a glass cannon. She's not very tough. She takes a couple hits, she's probably going to drop. I've got her basically, she's my arena nuker, so she's basically just equipped to do damage and hit hard. She's not really equipped to take too many hits. Let's see here, if we just keep Madame Saris under wraps here, we should be okay. Alright, she's down. Let's get Vrask out of here because he can heal. Trying to see what all this stuff does to us here. He's got provoke on. Okay, cool. I think we're gonna be all right here. Lane goes down again. That's okay. We'll probably res her. I think, yeah, Raglan's res is on like a 2-turn cooldown. It's ridiculous. She is such a great champion to get for your account, no matter what level you are. She helps you out through a lot of content. Alright, 100,000 silver. Whoop-de-doo, let's go. Ooh, there's an all... We were talking about all Lizardmen epics. Let's actually drop. I'm going to drop regular Elaine out and put her undead Dark Evil Twin in. Dark Elaine's a character I really like. She's got a really cool kit, and I don't know if she's going to be much use here, but I've built her up to do a pretty good amount of damage. She's pretty solid. She came in really clutch against the ice spider and basically shut down the little spiderlings. There wasn't a whole lot they could do there. Oh, that's dirty. You're gonna res your little buddies there. I forgot Broadball could res. And I should know that because Lizardmen are like one of my favorite factions just because I love dinosaurs as a kid growing up so much that the Lizardmen, when I came on this game, I was like, oh, these guys are cool. Like, I really wanted to get Rosin when I first started playing. Okay, now which one is the guy that reses? Is it the guy in the purple? Because this could be interesting. You got, I think, 3 of these guys res, so it's like you could get stuck here where they just continually resurrect everybody. So we kind of have to hit these guys pretty hard and get them out of here before they can do that. Otherwise, you're going to be stuck in an endless loop. Alright, we should be okay. Okay, good. We got him out. Oh, we got the wrong guy. What? I thought the other guy could res. It's one of these two. They have like the same skin. Alright, let's get him out of there. It's supposed to be Haru specs right here because he's putting out the shield. And well, this guy is taking all the hits. All right, so right, it was the guy with the orange coloring. We gotta take him down. Oh, that was funny. Thought we were killing the right guys, and then it turns out it was the other guy. All right, gotta go for him over here. That's going to be so frustrating. That's where the big AoE hits come in. Or block revive. That's another thing too. Armiger is great for the Doom Tower because he can block revives. So if you kill people with him, they basically don't come back. swear if he gets his res off here, he might do it. And it might really... Oh, you gotta be kidding me. That's so irritating. And he gets the shield, so... Oh, that's so irritating. Okay, we'll take that buff away. Please kill him before he resurrects anyone else. Alright, there we go. Alright, now I'm going to go back out to the main floor because I want to see... Oh, it's the crab... Really? Didn't we just fight him? Yeah, we just fought him. Okay. I'm guessing that the mechanics aren't going to change much here, so I'm going to just use the same team that I used last time. Which was... Let me see, where is my shield guy? There's Drokul. And we had Vrask, and I think we had Armiger, which we've been working on him though, so he should be a little better here because he's actually not level 30 with no gear. Now this may take a little while because this fight took a long time last time. And oh boy, these waves are quite interesting. We got 3 Krisks here. That is crazy. I don't know if we're going to be able to get through this wave with all these Krisks. Krisk is actually like my favorite champion in this whole game. And of course I don't have him, but again, we're going to make sure we kill this Resurrect guy here first. We've got the shields, which are helping a little bit here. Let's see if we can take out this Krisk here. This may just take some time. Oh, that was good AoE there. Yeah, oddly enough, I've actually spec'd my Madame Ceres into attack a little bit when I did her skill trees, because I wanted her to be able to do a little bit of damage and not just be a straight up support character. I like to kind of mess around like that and do different things with different champions. Alright, these guys, this guy that resurrects people is just driving me nuts. Let's get him first. But having that shield set with Vrask is actually pretty good. I actually do need to re-gear. I have Vrask geared completely wrong, but it's kind of working out here because I don't have his crit rate very high, and he needs to crit in order to heal the entire team. So kind of need to re-gear him at some point, but he's an HP champion, and I stuck him in my HP percent shield set, so he provides a really big shield for the first 3 turns. And that's kind of what we're doing with this crab boss. You kind of have to have that shield up and ready to go when he attacks at the very beginning, so you can kind of get your stuff off. If you don't have a shield right when you start, he's got all kinds of different buffs that kick in, so we'll see how this goes. Then you need a bunch of decrease. You see we have decrease max HP. We have it on 3 characters here. So when we first start here, we're going to have our shield up. And we just got to start slamming this decrease max HP. As soon as we can get that on him, we can start doing some work. Because his damage reduction is insane when you first start against him. But you see every turn we're basically up on top right. We're taking down that max HP. So we're going to lose our shields. The Drokul should be able to help us out with that, though. It's like I said, there's so many good champions that you might have that you're going to start using. I mean, you can see here we got his max HP down quite a bit already. This is actually going easier than it did the first time we fought this guy, which, you know, we had to take an extra day and kind of figure out the mechanic behind it. But now we're a bit more prepared. You know, our Dark Elaine is she's a little bit better. She's got decreased max HP on one of her normal abilities. Arminger's in a destroy set. Madame Ceres is in a destroy set. Madame Ceres has her own shield. Drokul has his own shields that he can put out. So this team is kind of built to be able to open up this fight without being affected too much by this guy's ability. And you can see we've cut his max HP down almost 50%. So he's not really going to be much of an issue right now. So that'll do it. That will do it. Nope, that went much easier than the first time. And see, that's the other thing too, is you kind of have to remember how you did it the time before. And I'm sure we'll have to fight him a 3rd time, and he'll be even more difficult, but we'll have our destroy champions ready to go. Well, this is kind of neat. I didn't think you could get the epic crafting materials here, so that is pretty cool. We got 250 energy. That is pretty awesome, and that is basically floor 41 through 50. So tomorrow night we'll try to get up to 60. And there's a crab boss for the second time in 3 nights there. So I actually want to jump out to the forge real quick, because this is going to make Doom Tower much better for me, because originally I did not think you could actually get the purple materials. So it looks like we actually can craft the 4 and 5. We won't be able to craft the 5 and the 6, but we can craft the 4, which is fine. If it hits 5-star, I'm okay with that. Let's just see if we can what we can do here. Get anything decent. Wow, legendary boots with attack percent. These flat rolls, we're gonna sell that. You hate to see it. 5-star HP gauntlets with crit. Ooh, you know what? I'll actually roll that. As long as it doesn't hit that flat, we can. That's a decent piece. We'll see what happens. All right, cool, pretty neat. So that's actually good to know, because I've been dragging the rewards on the Doom Tower because it's mainly been 3-4-star gear. Now that I see you can get 4 and 5-star from normal, I like this a whole lot better now. But again, really enjoying this content. Another nice run through tonight, and since we knew the mechanics of the boss, we were able to beat him pretty much first time a lot easier than last time. So I expect the tower to get a little bit harder here. We're getting up to being almost halfway through with it, so it's probably going to start ramping up in difficulty pretty soon. But that's just going to make us have to think a little bit harder and develop our champions a little bit more. So anyways, guys, if you have any questions about anything in the video, feel free to leave them down below, or any questions about Raid Shadow Legends in general. As always, thank you for watching. I hope you guys are having a great day, and I will see you again next time.